I'm just going to start the recording. Got a few more people joining. Amazing. All right. So I'm just going to jump in. Hang on. People keep joining. This is great. Awesome. So this week's session for Mindful Mondays is on inner peace. My name is David Keith Turner. I'm a mindset transformation coach. I work with ambitious optimists who feel stuck, who want to transform their mindset and level up their lives a little bit. So a lot of what I do with my clients is around personal development, but these sessions are more about mindfulness. They're more about creating a little bit of calmness of mind rather than the whole goal settings, sessions that I do with clients. So let's first dive into it and just think, what does inner peace mean to you? Let's have a think. What images come to mind? Some people see someone, in a monastery sitting there with their hands with the thumbs and fingers together, with, birds flying around them. Some people see this happy guy just walking down the aisles of Safeway without a care in the world. Some people might imagine someone walking through the forest, high-fiving trees, giving them a hug, talking to birds. I don't know what your description of inner peace is, but for a lot of people, their version of inner peace is what needs the clarity. How do they achieve a version of inner peace that works for them? We don't all want to go sit in a monastery. Some people might. That's okay if you want to do that. That's your life goal. Go for it. Not going to stop you. But for most people, that's not it. When I was trying to put together this, I thought, I'm going to ask Google, what does inner peace mean? We're good at going to Google, and Google's pretty helpful. Its description was fantastic. It was, inner peace refers to a deliberate state of psychological or spiritual calm despite the potential presence of stresses. Now, what that means is, it means being able to stay centered and calm even when things outside of you are not going well. When someone's treating you poorly, you're able to, instead of reacting and then getting hurt, you're able to just stay calm within yourself and say, it's okay, I'm okay. I think we could all benefit from keeping a little bit of inner peace in our lives, like myself included. There's things that I go to do and they stress me the hell out. And I just wish to myself that, I wish I wasn't so afraid here. I wish I wasn't having all these negative thoughts. And because of that happening, it kept stopping me from going after things in my life. So I decided that I need to develop some, practices here to calm myself, to calm my nervous system, to calm my body, to stop my heart from racing, to stop me from going into that fight or flight mode. I love the story of this monk this guy who his business failed, he'd gone through a divorce and he decided, that's it, I'm going to a monastery. He did kind of an eat, pray, love situation. And he went to this monastery and he sat there for 2 years and he put all his money in his bank and he decided, I just need to get calm, And after 2 years, he thought, I've achieved enlightenment. Then after he left, he went down to the bank to get his money out. He was sitting in the bank, just waiting, standing behind 5 people. And after 5 minutes, he realized the line wasn't moving. The person at the front, there's only one person serving. And he started going, oh my God, this is so annoying. Oh, this is so frustrating. And he started getting really angry. And then he realized to himself, he's like, hang on, I just spent 2 years trying to avoid exactly this situation. I'm just going to bring myself back to calm. I'm just going to appreciate what's happening in the room. I'm going to smile that I'm alive. And he used what he'd learned to bring himself back. Now, we're always going to react to things. People are going to yell at us. We're going to have those moments. It's unavoidable. We're going to feel negative emotions. We can't stop that. But what we want to do is be able to develop the ability to respond to it. So once that situation has come, just go, take a deep breath, relax ourselves, and feel like, I want to enjoy the situation. I don't want to hate this situation. I don't want to be angry for the next 2 days thinking about how that bank needs more tellers. I don't want to write angry emails. It's not going to change anything. In all situations, there's what you can control and there's what you can't control. And you've got to realize the difference between the two. You can't control the banks. You can't control how fast they're going to work. You can't control people in your life to stay in relationships that they don't want to be in. What you can control is how you respond. You can control your level of calmness. You can control what you think about these situations. Now, I would love to ask you guys to put in the comment section, what is a situation right now that you would love to feel a little bit more inner peace about? So just what comes to mind first? Is it work, relationship, a project that you're working on right now? What's something that you would just love to feel a little bit more calm? I love that, Mark. Inner peace for me is a calm feeling when you are in the eye of the storm. Yeah, that's true. I think there's like an ancient prophet that talks about how, calmness means being like bendy like a tree in a storm, that, you're not going to be broken by it, but you're allowing it to move you around and you're staying strong. Anything else that comes up for anyone? No? That's all good. That's all good. We can move on. One of my favorite ways to achieve this, relationships in general, Haresh. Yeah. 3 projects that I'm working on. Joseph. Oh, I like that you put it all in capitals. 3 projects is a lot to take on. In normal daily life activities like fitness and work. Yeah, that's great. That's great. I sometimes get stressed out by exercise, going to the gym and feeling like I'm not wearing the right thing, or that I'm not bulky enough like the other guys there. That's something that I've had to work through to get there. Relationship with elderly parents. That's great, Hannah. It's good to want to feel calm in those situations. Now, one of my favorite ways to achieve a bit of calmness, I'm just going to share it, is I close my eyes in any situation that's stressing me out. When I can, I take 3 deep breaths. As I'm doing it, every time I relax my shoulders, I relax my body a little bit, and I just try and bring my breathing back into a rhythm. As soon as we get stressed, we go into short, shallow breaths. So if we can create deep breaths, we calm our nervous system, we calm our body. So we take 3 deep breaths, and then I just repeat to myself, I release. I release expectations of myself in this. I release the control other people might be having over me in this situation. I release my expectations of myself. I release all the things that are causing me stress about this. And then once I've done that for a bit, I ask myself, who do I want to be in this situation? That's a choice. Before you go into work, you can sit down, you can take a few deep breaths, calm yourself and go, at work today, I want to be upbeat. I want to bring a great energy. And this is where we practice inner peace so that we can actually interact with the world. Not like the monk, where he just went and, anyone can be at peace in a monastery where that's the whole point of it being there. But it's a lot harder in real life situations. And that's where we want to practice it so that we can maximize our ability to feel calm, relaxed in everyday situations. So we're going to jump into some journaling exercises here. So I hope you've all got a pen and paper. If you've got any questions about what I was saying there, that's okay. At the end of the session, I stay on just to answer any questions or anything that might come up for you. Don't want to just leave you high and dry. I'm always up for a chat. I love these topics, just in case you can't tell. So I want you in your journaling just to write Mindful Mondays, inner peace. That's what we're working towards here. And first of all, underneath that, I just want you to write the number 1. And I want you to write down, what is a situation that is causing you a bit of stress right now? That's disturbing your inner peace. Just have a moment to think. Take a few deep breaths if you want. We're not going to force anything here. We're taking a nice, relaxed viewpoint of this. We're not here to beat ourselves up or make ourselves anxious or anything. Just what's the situation that's causing you a bit of stress right now? That's disturbing your inner peace. Now, once you've written that down, if you could just give a thumbs up or something, just so I know when the majority of people are done, so I can move on. Awesome, awesome. All right, underneath that, I want you to write the number 2. And I want you to answer this question. If you were at peace, if you were calm, how would you think about this situation? You can start by, from a place of calmness, my thoughts about this situation are. Let's take a moment to explore those thoughts. If it's challenging, that's amazing. That means the work is helping you. Again, take deep breaths at any time if you feel a bit stressed or put off by the questions or the answers that come. Thanks, Hannah. Appreciate that. Now, if you want to leave a few lines, if you want to write more, just leave a couple of lines underneath that and you can finish writing after the session. But just write the number 3 and answer this question. What do I need to let go of to experience more inner peace in this situation? What are you holding on to? Is it anger? Is it frustration at someone in this situation from not doing what you think they should? What do you need to let go of? Is it control? Is it perfectionism? Let's think, what do you need to let go of? Excellent, Joseph. And what thoughts exactly are they that you want to let go of?
Was that question for me, David?
Oh, sorry, I just said, and what thought was it that you wanted to let go of? I think Joseph wrote down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, all good, all good. And now for the last question. Now, this is an important one, and I want you to just breathe into it and just feel and to see what images come up for you. So write the number 4, and this is the 4th question. What does inner peace look like for me in my world? What does inner peace look like for me in my world? So just think about some of the images that come up for you. What does that look like? Maybe being more patient with your kids. Maybe being more loving with your partner. Maybe just being in a great mood. Maybe being the person who brings everyone up around you, whatever it looks like for you, whatever you see. What does inner peace look like for you in your world? And again, just take some deep breaths whenever you need to. You can even close your eyes and just see if an image comes to you. There's no forcing. Just let it flow. Nice, Joseph. Thanks for the comments. I really appreciate you participating. It's awesome. I want you to just take a moment right now. You can write the number 5. And I want you to just think about the most prolific area in which you want to experience inner peace. What is that? Where do you really want to feel at peace right now that's causing you stress? Where do you really want that peace? And for a little bit of an intention, I want you to just think about the next time that you're going to go into that situation, or you might experience that stress. I want you to just think for a second and imagine that you're going to do that exercise. You're going to close your eyes. You're going to breathe deeply 3 times. You're going to release whatever's coming up for you. You're going to release it from your body. You're going to release it from your thoughts, your expectations of yourself, from other people. You're going to release it. And then you're going to set your intention of how you want to be in this situation. You do have a choice. You do not need to react to it the way that you always have, that your parents have, that your friends would. If you want to be at peace, you get to choose how you react. All right, amazing, amazing. Now, we're going to jump into a meditation. We're going to get really relaxed, which is going to be great. I'm really looking forward to doing this one, guys. So I want you to just take a moment now, get yourselves nice and comfortable, relax into this space. I'm going to share some music for us to meditate to today. You can just let me know if you guys can hear that. Thumbs up. Perfect, perfect, amazing. Take a time to get comfortable in your chair. If you need to move your shoulders around, release anything, move your arms around. Oh, just stretch from side to side. Move your back, do a bit of Zumba for a second, whatever it takes. Or not Zumba, you might get your heart rate up too much and that might not be relaxing. I want you to just arrive in this space, get yourself nice and comfortable. Try and keep your head free sitting so it's not leaning against anything, because then you're most likely going to fall asleep. You won't get the benefit of meditation. Just keep yourself in a nice, comfortable position. And when you feel ready, feel relaxed in the right position, I want you to close your eyes. I want you to just feel the temperature of the room on your skin. Notice how your body's feeling. If there's anywhere that you're holding a bit of tension, try and release it. Relax it, move it a little bit just to release it. And we're going to take 3 really deep breaths. We're going to breathe in through our nose, into our stomach, into our chest for the last part. We're going to hold for a second and then we're going to breathe it out. And we're going to relax while we do so. So I want you to breathe in through your nose in 3, 2, 1. Breathe into your stomach, into your chest. Hold for a moment. And release the air out through your mouth. Let your shoulders drop. Let them get nice and relaxed. Take another deep breath in through the nose, into your stomach, into your chest. Hold for a second. And as you release it out through your mouth, relax your stomach. Feel your stomach relax. And last time, breathe in through your nose, into your stomach, into your chest. Hold for a second, and as you release, feel your legs just relax. And just allow your breathing to return to normal. Just notice how you feel. Now we're going to do a little bit of a visualization exercise. I want you to imagine that you're sitting behind yourself right now and you can see yourself sitting wherever you are. So just imagine in your mind seeing yourself sitting where you are. And I want you to slowly imagine floating upwards from your body, slowly moving up until you hit the roof. And you move straight through the roof and suddenly you're looking down on the building in which you're in. Imagine the roof of the building and just slowly going up further. Suddenly you can see the whole street, the whole neighborhood, and you keep just moving up. The houses are slowly starting to mold into one. And suddenly you're above the state in which you live. You can see that from above. You keep moving upwards. Now you can see the country that you live in from above. And as you keep moving up, you feel yourself just breaking through the atmosphere. You can feel intense light, a little bit of warmth, a little bit of heat, a little bit of pressure. And as you're moving up, suddenly you just break free. And you're floating in space and you're looking out over the whole world. I want you to see that in your mind. Imagine that you're floating in space, looking down, and the world slowly moving away from you. It looks as big as the screen of your mind right now, but it's slowly shrinking. And now it looks just the size of a basketball. And you're looking at it. You're just realizing how small it is from where you're looking at it. And you start to realize you're away from all your problems, all your doubts, anything that is disturbing your peace. And you can just feel yourself floating there, feeling completely at ease. I want you to spend a few minutes here just calmly, just looking at the world, and just feeling at peace. Keep your focus on the world just slowly spinning. Any other thoughts come up, just simply release them and keep your focus on the spinning world. And now I want you to imagine that you're slowly moving back towards the world, slowly getting bigger, but you're feeling a greater sense of peace than you've ever felt. From this vantage point, everything looked so small, so insignificant. Your problems, your doubts, your worries, in the grand scheme of things, they seem so small. Just imagine that you're moving towards the earth and you hit the atmosphere and you feel it. It just feels amazing. You can feel the atmosphere just burning off all your doubts, all your anger. It's like you're being reborn again. As you suddenly just burst through and you see yourself returning back to your country, back to your state, You're above the town that you live in right now, and you can see your house. And you're moving towards that roof, and you break through it and land directly behind yourself. And you put a hand on one of your shoulders and just say, "You are okay. You've got this." And slowly that version of you integrates back into your body, and suddenly you are you again, back in that situation. And now I want you to just think about any situation that you just want to release. And practice from this state of being, from this place of calm, just saying the word, "I release." Say it a few times, release a few different things. Feel self-releasing your attachment to negative ideas, opinions, judgments. Feel yourself relaxing and becoming more at peace. And now hopefully you feel a little bit more relaxed. And I want you to think about this situation that you want to bring more inner peace. You want to feel more calm. You want to show up as your best self. Just for a moment, just set the intention to do so. You can say it to yourself. You can visualize what it looks like, whatever you find helpful. Who do you want to be? How do you want to show up? Amazing. Just for a moment, bring your awareness back to your body. And you can now start to move your toes a little bit, move your fingers, while you're keeping your intention in mind. Stretch out a little bit if you need to. And when you feel ready, I want you to slowly open up your eyes and come back into the space. Amazing work, guys. Amazing work. Now, I want you to just give yourself a little bit of a pat on the shoulder. I like doing this. Like, just give myself a pat on the shoulder. Whenever I turn up to something and I challenge myself, I do something for my higher good to help me show up in the world as my best self. I like to congratulate myself. If you're lame like me, you can also give yourself a high five. I find the clap of that very satisfying. And also I saw someone do it in a TV show once, and I really resonated with that character. So it might be a little bit of, mimicry there. Not sure if that's how you say the word, but yeah. Now, I do stay on for a little bit longer after these calls, but I want to thank you all for coming. If you need to leave now, or you've got what you want, go for it. And I hope you have a fantastic week. I'm now going to stop the recording.